Fans, thanks for clicking at the Reddit D Rose report. If you guys were around in the Midwest here, hope you guys made it through the storms. Got a tree down in the back. I got to go out there and play Paul Bunyan or the Ox, one or the other. All right. Well, he's been out of shape too. Don't like thunder, do you? Well, hey, WrestlingDVDnews.com reports that WrestleMania 3. I think this is kind of odd here. The match with Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant with the big slam and all that. That's going to be on the history of the WWE DVD and Blu-ray. By the way, it comes out tomorrow. Is described as an arena camera with no commentary on it. That means that the match is shown from just a hard camera point of view. With no commentary, just crowd noise. And maybe they're doing that because, we've all seen the same camera angle, the same this and that, and apparently they've had another camera footage somewhere, and they're bringing that out to make it a little bit different. All right. Other small edits, I guess they've got on there, is Jesse the Body. In 1988, at the Royal Rumble match, his commentary has been removed. And Mike Tyson's entrance music from his Steve Austin confrontation on Raw in '98, it was changed. So if you want the classic stuff, the ones that we've seen that went in history, ain't there. Not all of it, but just that's a couple parts. Anyway, regarding John Cena, I'm about ready to sneeze. Must be allergic to his sweater. Anyway, regarding John Cena being injured, word is that he's pretty banged up, but it's due more to Cena pushing himself back and working, such a hard schedule as opposed to any new injury or anything like that has happened. No matter what the schedule, Cena's working, and he's going to be hurting due to how hard he pushes himself to return. It could take some time off. Maybe you don't want to, but you can. Tonight's Raw is going to be having a country music theme, and will be taking place from Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee, with the final hype before Sunday's pay-per-view Survivor Series. No match has been announced, but John Cena versus Del Rio has been advertised locally, and country music band Florida Georgia Line confirmed they're going to be appearing. Well, anyway, here's some of the focal points for tonight's show. WWE says that they're what surprises are going to be waiting the WWE Universe with Raw Country. And the Authority figure, they returned, they're back from vacation. And will Kane unleash the monster within? He might just take his tie off and just do something, And WWE 2K14 footage of a fan-picked most devastating submission move will air. And will the Wyatt family be lurking in the shadows for revenge on Punk and Daniel Bryan? And I still say, since we got and we may have a song from her. Maybe Mickie James will show up. Alright, WWE is going to be ending, by the way, please make a note of this, their Classics on Demand services beginning January 31st next year. 2014. According to a new memo sent out by the cable subscribers, this week. It says January 31st, 2014, WWE will no longer be available as a monthly subscription service. This is not choiced by Mediacom, but rather a business decision made by WWE in order to focus on on their programming content. Now, the WWE is canceling the service due to maybe the upcoming WWE Network launch. We don't know. There's reports of Classics on Demand being canceled over a year ago, but this could be a sign that WWE is finally getting the launch, ready to launch the network, or they're not making any money off of it, one or the other. NOLA.com spoke with Sheamus on Friday at a WrestleMania 30 on sale party, and his dream WrestleMania opponent, of course, The Undertaker. That's definitely a dream of mine. I can just feel I can bring a new dynamic in there with him. That's my dream match too. I would like to wrestle Undertaker at WrestleMania 30 or 31, 32, 33, 34. Get the big payday and then take the rest of my life off and heal. I'm saying that, not Sheamus. But anyway, he says that's his favorite match, and favorite future match. But his favorite match is Bret Hart taking on Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12. All right, Matt Hardy will face Luke Hawx December 28th, Extreme Rising event from the former ECW Arena, Philadelphia. Here's kind of the match so far. Stevie Richards is going to be taking on some guy named TBA. Maybe it just means to be announced. Matt Hardy with Ruby Sky taking on Luke Hawx. Rhino taking on Devin Storm. Sabu taking on Fasad. Super Crazy, and Presadilla versus Damien the 666 and Bestia 666. Anyway, also appearing is going to be Blue Meanie, Joel Gertner, Balls Mahoney. It says hi, Joe D. Rey Mysterio. I don't know that guy. What the deal is with that? Papadonna and Pitbull, Gary Wolf. Rey Mysterio, by the way, has been interviewed by the Tennessean to promote tonight's Raw, and they noted in the article that Rey will be at tonight's Raw. Rey talked about using his high fashion for his mask. He says, "I am a big Gucci fanatic, Louis Vuitton fanatic, and once I found out, I thought they made purses, but anyway." He said, "I could use the same fabric from the bag I was purchasing in my mask. Although, let's go ahead and try it." And then it worked. So he's wearing a handbag for his mask. Anyway, here's some notes from Mick Foley's comedy show in Smithtown, New York yesterday. Joey Styles was there and acted as a host, introducing Foley at the show. And former WWE writer Jen Bloodworth did a short set before Foley came out, and later returned doing a cameo playing Diamond Dallas Page. Brodus Clay and former WWE star Pete Gas, what is he doing there, were in attendance. And the idea for taping the show will pop up on WWE Network next year. And Foley mentioned at the show that he wasn't sure what WWE would do with it, since parts of the show are not PG. Foley's family was in attendance too, and interviewed by the WWE cameras. Of course, none of them would admit it being related to him. TNA star Eric Young was filming for a new TV show he will be hosting at the Lumberjack Feud in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee this past weekend. Young successfully passed the Lumberjack Boot Camp program that was filmed. Young and O'Neill is going to be doing media around Nashville today. They're going to be on a lot of TV and radio if you live around there. You'll see them. Fans on Twitter can follow Time Warner at TWC for a chance to win autographed copies of WWE 2K14 and the WWE Encyclopedia through TWC's More Sports Monday campaign. By the way, MLB star Josh Reddick tweeted and told Daniel Bryan that he would be at tonight's Raw. Reddick was hanging out with some of the WWE employees, including Michael Cole, at the Pit and Barrel restaurant in Nashville. One of the WWE social media managers tweeted the following about a possible beard off. Said there's going to be some serious shenanigans tomorrow night, which is today, between Reddick and Bryant. Beard off, they said. Anyway, WWE DVD News has confirmed extras for the Hell in a Cell DVD, and that's going to be the kickoff show. Kofi Kingston taking on Damian Sandow, and then Punt reflects on Hell in a Cell. First ever, or not first ever, but exclusive first interview with John Cena since returning from his injury. Oh, that's going to help sell that DVD, don't it? Anyway, Wade Barrett noted on Twitter that he's going to be returning to the United States with the rest of the WWE crew, so he can resolve visa issues and is back on the road with WWE. So he got it resolved, I guess. All right, Chris Jericho noted on Twitter he's going to be recording his first ever podcast today, and WWE diva AJ Lee made her first tweet last night after collapsing in a match overseas a few days ago and letting her fans know that she's well enough to hit the gym Said over 10 hours of flying, I still went to the gym. Feel the need to share this on Twitter because I wasn't hugged as a child. Anyway, from what I heard, she collapsed because she was dehydrated. She just didn't. Who would have thought a wrestler wouldn't have drank enough? Well, water anyway. Hey, thanks for clicking, you guys. We gotta go.